Two simple wrestling techniques that I use in mixed martial arts to put my opponent on their back and to keep them there: the Dake claw and the quarter Nelson. First, the Dake claw. Here's what it looks like, made famous by Kyle Dake. When Jordan attempts to get back up to all fours, I use the quarter Nelson to put him right back down again. Both of these techniques can be used to set up submissions. However, the focus of this video is position. Remember, position and control first, and then attack. Here's how you do the Dake claw. I take my left arm, reach under Jordan's armpit, and then around his neck, grabbing his trapezius. I grab his fingers, right around the outside of the fingers, not the wrist. Yank them as I drive. Notice I'm up on my toes, not down on my knees, putting as much pressure as possible. Not wanting to be pinned, Jordan will attempt to get up. Here I will transition to the three-quarter Nelson to pin him again. Here's a closer view of the Dake claw. Notice I reach under his arm with my inside arm, around the neck, grab a big chunk of meat of the trapezius. I'm up on the toes, driving in with my legs. Whenever possible, grab the outside of the pinky, right on the hand, right on the fingers. That is not small joint manipulation. That is perfectly legal. I am not bending or twisting individual fingers there. Yank it. Push with your legs, and then square up into north-south position. Next, let's break down the three-quarter Nelson. I'm going to use a gable grip. You can, however, use a three-finger grip or an S grip if you're familiar with those. My inside arm comes under Jordan's armpit around his neck. My outside arm frames over the top of his head so I can push it down, stapling it to the floor, rolling him over. I cannot stress enough how important it is to break your opponent's posture and pin their head to the floor when attempting a quarter Nelson. Now let's look at the Dake claw and the quarter Nelson in combination again. You cannot expect your first attack to succeed. Your opponent is going to try to unpin themselves. They will fight tooth and nail to get back up. So you must have a plan B. I often find myself using this sequence 5 or 6 times in a row before I get my opponent firmly pinned to the floor, where I can administer a Darce choke, an armbar, or strike him to death. The beauty of that type of battle of attrition is that it is an uphill battle for your opponent, whereas if you have your opponent's posture broken, it is a downhill battle for you. He is wasting energy while you are getting a free ride. Pay attention to this important detail. Notice when Jordan tries to grab my wrist up by the forearm, I'm easily able to thwart his attempt. But when he moves down toward the fingers, he has the leverage to finish the Dake claw. Powering my way back up to all fours, Jordan intelligently transitions to the quarter Nelson, putting me firmly back on my back. But hey, Ramsey, how do you murder people from there? Well, pretty simple. Take away the space, suck in those elbows tight to the neck, get a figure forearm triangle, and squeeze him to death with the Darce choke. Rolling an opponent with a three-quarter Nelson is a full body movement. Drive the elbow over the head downward as the elbow under the arm comes upward. Try to keep your head and your shoulder as close to your opponent as possible. Remember, keep your weight off the mat and on the man. Let's watch the whole sequence again. The Dake claw. Rip that hand out like you're trying to start a lawnmower that's very stubborn. Transition to the three-quarter Nelson, right into the Darce choke. Here's Jordan and Linji giving it a try. Jordan grabs right around the pinky fingers, yanks that. Linji attempts to get up. Three-quarter Nelson, rotate. And the pin to the submission. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.